Do you still have a tenant?
Uh-uh. Oh yeah, I forgot to check that shit before I get to it. Or if he don't want to be on camera, it's up to him. He can just simply speak on the mic. They can hear the shit. I know it's a lot of podcasts that niggas, it's certain niggas that don't be on camera. Speak out. Y'all saw the thumbnail? Yeah. What y'all think of? All right, so we're gonna give a little minute. We kind of got, as y'all can see, it's a lot of topic, but we're gonna be moving kind of fast today. So each topic maybe 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're gonna move on. Unfortunately, Cairo won't be with us today, but you know. What do you mean? Don't let them trades get to my head? You talking about the Suns? I don't know, man. It might be time for me to start being delusional. I got a little delusional juice that I drunk this morning seeing that trade. Let us get a point guard. I don't know, man. I might be delusional enough to say we can compete. What's up with it, Golson? What's up, everybody in the chat? Damn, we got 36 people. Quick. Damn. Appreciate everybody that's in there. Black Chat Chronicles is active. Hey, I appreciate it. Everybody in Black Chat. And also, if you're tuning in Black Chat on the UAN TV channel, please subscribe over to the Black Chat Chronicles, because that's if you're a fan of this type of content. That is the channel that we will be doing that on permanently. Like, I'm just using the UAN channel right now to build up that channel. And once we get enough subscribers over there in Black Chat Chronicles, we're going to move on to only airing on the Sunday episodes, and whatever other days we put it on there, we'll put it on that particular day. But anyways, what's up with you, Razu? So Taj is getting ready to set up, so he'll be joining in then probably the next 2 to 5 minutes. But as y'all see, we got like I said, we got 6 of them, but we're gonna be moving fast. We're gonna touch on the Karmerlo Anthony situation. We know that he was a young kid that ended up getting into a situation where he fatally killed. I forgot the white dude name. I ain't gonna lie to you, but hey, anybody know the white dude name? Let me know. But I damn sure don't forget it.
Austin Metcalf.
Thank you, Solo. Austin what?
Metcalf.
Whoever. Y'all know the nigga. So we're gonna touch on that. Then we're gonna talk about the black boycotting, because it's a lot of things that been going on with the black boycotting. Like, does it matter? Should we do it? Things of that nature. Then we're gonna talk about the disrespect between the genders, what's considered disrespect and what isn't. I got a video to share where we act from with that. Then we're gonna talk another video reaction, why relationships today aren't lasting long. Then we're gonna talk about Elon Krusty Musty with his Neuralink. For those of y'all that's not familiar with that, that's a chip that he's implanted into human brains that apparently supposed to be giving you a lot of improvements. Like they're saying it's making the paralyzed be able to walk. It's giving you like superpower-like abilities, they're saying. We're going to touch on that. And then last, we're going to talk about the Gullah wars. which is basically the time period during prior to the Civil War, when a lot of black people decided that they were fed up with what was going on with, the slavery and stuff, and black people were fighting back. Although America tried to paint the picture that the white people felt sorry for us and they fought for our freedom. That's the bullshit lie, and we're going to talk about it. So, what do you say? Can you shout me out? What's good, Peyton Dixon? Shout out to you. I'm just being peaceful, just like I said before. Support gang. Okay, Metcalf. The nigga named Metcalf. That's crazy word. So, still waiting on Taj to get activated. Anyway, though, to catch up, how's everybody doing right now? Also, yeah, we got a special guest that's in the room that wants to share something with the panel, and who knows, some of y'all are actually in Texas too. Like Ali, I know you're in Texas, and a few other people might be in Texas. So, what he has to share, you may actually be interested. I know you're in Dallas, but still, I mean, you may be interested. Who knows? But other than that, how is everybody doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing still working on the plantation, so still working on the plantation.
How the plantation been though?
Terrible. Taj, what is all that? Mute him.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. I don't know. It's like my muting button ain't even working for him. He gone now. I guess that's why. Anyways, though, so Mrs. is that Mr. Savage? Okay, Mr. Savage. What's good? So,
what's good, everybody?
Okay, that's much better. Wonderful.
Right. Solo, what up, though?
What he do? What he do? Taj, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I had to mute that. So
where is he? I thought he was in the house with you.
He is.
I'm so confused, guys.
Y'all ready for this?
I don't know if it's because he's moving around a lot or.
All right. Let's get it started.
Yeah, we finally back on.
We need to get your sound together, Taj.
How the audio sound?
It sounds pretty solid. It's just like when you be moving around or something, all the chatter or whatever starts to make it bad.
All right.
Stand there.
The comment section vibing with us. Let me get the Damn. Okay, there we go. What up, SG? I'm ready, y'all. Let's do this. Ghostin, what up, nephew? Congrats again. Glad to be back.
Michael, we better put your ugly ass out right now. I ain't got time for it.
TK in the house. What up, CJ? That's a new one for me. CJ, what up, CJ? Ali C. All right.
All right, so really quick, we got a guest in here that wanted to share something. I'm gonna turn the mic over to him really quick and let him share what he has to say. And who knows, I might be making a guest appearance there as well. Go ahead and let him.
All right, everybody. Appreciate being on the platform. And thanks for having me. My name is Maurice. Call me Reese.
You got a mute Taj. You got a mute Taj.
Appreciate the platform. I'm out here from DC, but grew up in H-Town, and I started an event back in 2019 called the Celebration of Life. And typically, we hear those words, the celebration of life, during someone's homegoing service. That trend has actually probably got more popular in the 2010s. And so we identify those words for a funeral, which is very important and definitely relevant and needed. But I started a program, or actually an event called Celebration of Life in 2019 after I was turning 43. My brother died at 43, and so was paying homage to him initially. He was killed in an accident, and so when I was turning the age that he died, I started the event, and it kind of just grew. So that was the first installment back in 2016 in Houston. The third installment is happening this summer, August 6th through 10th. And it's based on the words celebration of life now, not later. We're not going to wait until someone actually passes to celebrate each other. And so we come together from all over the country, and we reconnect with those we haven't seen in a while. We meet new people, and we just fellowship, and we have fun, but we also pay homage to those that passed on. So a lot of different activities happening. We have an event during that weekend called See My Name, where we actually share the names of those who passed on in our lives, just to pay homage to them. But we also have networking opportunities. We have workshops. We have rooftop kickoffs and evening socials, so you name it. So I just wanted to thank you all and take the time to share the opportunity. Come out to Houston if you're open and free. If you believe in the gist of what this event stands for, of celebrating now, not later, then you're more than welcome. Your friends are all welcome, and we just look forward to having you.
Cool. So, do you have, as of yet, do you have like a link or anything that's connected that I can share so that the people that are interested, they can go right to it and know exactly everything that's going on?
Yes, sir. I do have a website. The link that I can share with you is also a promo video coming soon, so I can share it with you in the coming days. I'm doing the last updates to the events on the website, but I have that available for you. But I do have that to share. Yes, sir.
Cool. So he's gonna share it with me, and for anybody that is interested, especially if you're in that area, I will share it here on the channel so that you guys could go directly to it.
Thank you.
All right. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and start. Nice, boy. Yeah, that shit's bad. Oh no. I don't know. Yeah, that's what it is. This mic is too it's too close. It's crazy though, because last time he was bad, I do that.
He sound like he is in a bus station or a train station.
Yeah, he do. Leo Chandler, what's good? So
What's up, y'all? I see y'all speaking to me in the chat. What's up?
So, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start with Karmerlo Anthony, people. Now, I didn't start, I didn't spend a whole lot of time researching this. I know certain stuff. So if it's anything that I may get wrong, feel free to let me know. Cairo is caught up on the subway right now, so she said she ain't gonna make it because she's dealing with Pride Month in New York. But anyways, Karmerlo Anthony, as we know, he ended up having trial and they sentenced him to 35 years in prison, which is, first of all, let me ask everybody this. Do y'all think 35 years is too much?
For what?
For him with the murder of, what's his name? Austin Mata, whatever his name is. Macliffe, right?
That means you get to get out.
Yeah, but do you know the story? So yeah, I guess 35 years for the people that know the story. So yes,
I
yes.
think that's it was. I don't think it's proportionate to the crime.
So you think it's too many years for it?
Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is that he was charged with first degree, right? So that's any type of unaliving, because Texas doesn't have like first degree, second degree, third degree. So any intentional unaliving of a person is considered the most heinous in Texas, right? Just like if you was doing first degree, if you really did second, they gonna charge in Texas. They gonna charge you with first regardless, because they don't have first, second, and third. So you get the most harshest. You get the harshest sentencing
It's
for
good to
doing,
know.
regardless of unaliving, regardless of the reason why you unalive. So I mean, apparently the judge could have did 2 to 99 or some stuff like that. So he had a wide range of years that he could have gave him based on the crime.
Okay, so here's another thing about it. I know a lot of people was rallying behind him. Some were doing it for clout, because for clicks and views and shit like that. But some of them, are generally actually, in support of him and trying to help raise the money to get him a retrial, right? And the thing is with that, it seemed as if now, Solo, I'm pretty sure you probably has followed closer to the case than I have, because this is more so, your type of thing. So, from what I heard and what I've seen, it seems as if the jury was kind of manipulated to a degree, because it seems like the footage that they were shown, they didn't show everything that happened that day. Because I actually saw a few clips. I don't have enough time to share all of it, but it was one of them. It was this white lady. She was saying she saw the whole video, and that basically the way they showed it to the jury, that it was just Austin there, and then they had an altercation, and Karmerlo stabbed him and ended up killing him. But in actuality, it was four white people targeting him, and actually Karmerlo tried to flee, but they chased him, and then once they caught up to him, he so happened to have whatever it was he had in his hand. And it's even people that's saying, and these are white people, these aren't black people saying this, saying that the boy Austin that was trying to, get physical with him fell on the knife. Now I don't know how true this part is, but that's what they said. They said it wasn't even an actual stabbing. Do you know anything of that nature?
So I want to give a disclaimer. I usually don't keep up with cases like this, because it's just, to me, it just seems like work. So I don't really. So, but
Gotcha.
I have spent a lot of time in the past, like 3 years, since he's been sentenced, like spending a lot of time listening to this case on TikTok. And so I just want you to know that everything I say is shit that I've heard on TikTok, because I haven't reviewed any documents, statements, none of that. Right. So I want to give that disclaimer. But I've heard a lot on TikTok about from people who kept up with the case, and it just seems like he got sort of an unfair trial. Even if you say I agree with the sentences and that, you can still look at that case and say, you guys did a lot of stuff outside of the ordinary for this to have been a high profile case of this magnitude. Like, you guys skipped a lot of steps, and you guys sort of brushed a lot of under the rug, and you guys kept a lot of stuff in evidence. Y'all didn't really give the whole story about what happened. And so I think what we've been getting, I think a lot of people have taken their perspective on the incident based off of headlines, because apparently the cameras wasn't allowed, and they're only getting information from people who are reporting on what they heard. So they're not like a video of testimony of the witnesses like we did in like that Young Thug trial. You remember how publicized the Young Thug trial was? His case wasn't like that. We
Right.
weren't able to do that. You
And
see?
Young Dolph.
And the Young Dolph case, but this is the same stuff with Tory Lanez as well. We
Right,
wasn't able to
right.
see that Tory Lanez case, and so I think that I think it's a fair argument to say that it's easy for this government, this sort of system of criminal justice to um it's easy for them to fabricate a crime. Like, just because you proving guilty of crime doesn't mean that like the system is working. No, they're doing a lot of sneaky shit to get these convictions. They can convict anyone they want to convict, because this is what I'm going to present and this is how I'm going to stack it. Right. So I did hear, and that's the see that is the under that is see the allegation that you made about him, that he fell on the knife, is one rumor that I've heard. And the issue is that apparently none of the witnesses testified that was under that tent. None of them testified sort of in defense of Karmerlo. To like this, it was basically them saying that Karmerlo was the aggressor, which is sort of different from what they said when they initially was interviewed. Apparently, like when they gave the police statements, apparently this is what I heard on TikTok, and this is just what I heard on TikTok. I heard apparently, like when they did the witnesses statements, when the police showed up to the scene, their statements to the police versus what they said on the stand was completely different. And now this is the allegation. The allegation is that the defense impeached all of the eyewitnesses, but they still were able to convict him. So that's just a rumor. That's just a rumor. I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Sure.
know. I don't know.
Taj, what do you got on it? You know any information on this? Oh, sure.
And one thing I just wanted to add really quickly is that also like it's they're looking at, I think a lot of black people got objections to this case because they don't feel like it was a fair trial. Like, they don't believe that the jury was given the whole picture of the event. He believed that people took sides and decided that Karmerlo was going to sort of be the scapegoat for what has happened, and they really haven't like, for example, just one more thing I want to say before we go to Taj is that one of the things that none of the witnesses testified to, apparently, according to who reported it, was that statement made by Hunter right when he was interviewed outside the next day after the event. So Hunter did an interview in front of a camera, and he said that him and his brother approached Karmerlo and was talking to him, and then they grabbed his bag and they took his bag from him. Apparently no witness testified to that event occurring. So you see how, if these are the witnesses of the event and we're relying on them to tell the jury the truth about what happened on that event, how could they miss a event so critical to this situation where the brothers agreed that they took his bag from him? You see, like, black people are like, hold up now. Wait, if we're supposed to be getting down to the truth, then why isn't the witnesses required to discuss that event?
And a couple of other things I heard. It also said that the father of the boy who was killed was friends with the judge, which we know you can't do that. Right. And then on top of that, here's another thing that a lot of black people were upset about. Now, the racist dad of that clown, well, I ain't gonna call the boy a clown. He's dead, but his dad's a clown. And he's a racist asshole. he was calling, people stupid and shit like that because people were upset that the jury was all white and Asian, and I think a few Hispanics, no blacks at all. And they were saying they did that because they wanted it to be fair. But how can it be fair? Because whites are going to side with whites. So if that's the case, the whole jury should have been. If that was what y'all were doing, we know that's not what you were doing. But let's just say that's what you saying you were doing. The jury should have been all maybe Asians and freaking Hispanics. Then maybe whites shouldn't have been on it either.
Well, I haven't heard. I think black people know. Well, from my experience in conversation, they're not necessarily arguing that it should have been a black person on the jury. They're saying that the prosecutor excluded 3 black people because they were educators. Right? That's his reason for saying I'm going to strike them as witnesses, as a member of the jury. I'm going to use my 3 strikes and strike them because they're educators. Yet they left I think if she wasn't East Indian or YT, another race was an educator that was allowed to sit on the jury. So if you don't want educators on the jury, then why leave a non-black educator on there? But I think they wanted to secure a all-white YT jury because that's who's going to decide whether or not he acted reasonable or not.
And they're way more likely to convict because
Yeah.
they're not going to be nearly as understanding of what that boy was going through. All they're going to see is, oh, this is a black angry black man that killed somebody and he needs to be punished.
And I think that all it takes is one person. So if he would have left one of those black teachers on there, she could have been the not guilty vote and he would have been acquitted. That's why they couldn't risk putting any black people on their jury.
Come on,
So hold on. So here's another thing with that. We know that because they was talking about the black jury. Here, another thing that seems kind of crazy is the lawyer that they had, right? A lot of people are alluding to they believe the lawyer may have been paid off to work against him because it's certain arguments that he could have made that he didn't do. He didn't even, do any objections to certain things that were being said. And when they doing the selection of the jury, what the fuck was his lawyer doing when they were selecting them? How the hell you let them get a jury like that?
I know, but so one of the arguments that we as a community have to face is the potential argument that we don't show up to jury duty as much as we should. Like, so they sent out a lot of jury show up to jury and then they pick within the pool. So if I really sent 30 black jurors request to come up, but only 10 of them or 5 of them show up, then it's easy for me to just use my 4 strikes to strike them for whatever reason I'm gonna come up with, as long as it's not because they're black. Right? That's how they do it, right? So the prosecutor used his 4. He get 4 strikes. He can strike a jury for any reason except for their race. So he used the reason, instead of saying it's because they black, I'm going to use it's because they're educators, and I don't want any educators on the jury. But he left an educator on the jury. That's how you know it was about race.
Let's go.
Okay, so Todd, what you got on this real fast? Because we can't.
Well, let's start with Talia. The Asian man that killed the black teenage boy got off, but the black teenage boy that killed a white boy got 35 years. Grand Man, what up, Grand Man? He has a new defense team. I'm assuming you're speaking of the brother we talking about, and shout out to Boosie and 50. I heard both of them stepping up to help out with his defense team. TK say 10 to 35 years sounds sufficient for the loss of a human life. I hope his sentence is reduced on appeal. I don't feel like the incident was self-defense though. Damn, that's interesting, TK. He took it too far stabbing somebody. Everybody entitled to their opinions. That's TK's opinion. Ali C, agree with Talia. Yep. Back to G-Man. I'll read like 3 more comments. Frisco ISD was letting people come view the video before they altered it. Interesting, G-Man. Talia Michael Jackson said it best. They don't really care about us. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. If we let history be the judge, that's what it seemed like. Ali C, them twins been bullies, and that's what I've been hearing. Ali C again, I heard that too. G Main Carmella was already sitting there, and Austin and Hunter entered the track meet on bullshit. Grandman again, he got railroaded. I hear you, Emmett Till in reverse. Hot damn, that's from Ali C. All the witnesses changed their statements. Ain't that something? From G Main again. This will be the last one for now. Ali C, I also blame us when putting our kids. Ooh, that's a hell of a one to close on. Ali C say from the great state of Texas. Mo, we hope you listening, Mo. All right, Ali C from Dallas say, I also blame us when putting our kids in white spaces. You can be a millionaire. We are still less than them.
Mm. So really quick on that, because I want to just pick TK's brain a little bit because I noticed what he said. So if it's a situation where, because we don't know whether or not that he fell on the knife or not. Let's just say that part isn't true, and Karmerlo actually did stab the boy. If it's a situation where it's 4 white boys versus 1, and they're beating your ass, and you feel like your life is in danger, nobody's stopping it. You think that's too far if you stab them to get them off you? Just curious to know your answer to that.
You know what? YT people have been making this argument, but my response to them is y'all carry GUNs. You guys carry guns. Like, you guys are gonna defend yourself with pistols. But then you're gonna say, how dare he have this knife? And when you guys are the right ones, I have the right to stand my ground. I have the right to defend myself. Like, you guys don't wait on people to start beating the hell out of you before you pull out your gun and stand your ground. Am I wrong to think that? Like, or do these people carry guns around to Walmart? They be in Starbucks with these big ass police guns. I'd be like, now why would you need that?
You know, I also heard that it wasn't a knife that he had. It was some kind of tool that you use at a track meet for your cleats.
I think it was like a little pocket knife. That's the most thing I've heard more people talk about all this stuff or whatever it was. But ultimately, it was a pocket knife. And if we're thinking about the most extreme pocket knives, kids carry that stuff around all the time, especially men. Like, it's just a pocket. It's exactly what it is, a pocket knife.
Hmm.
That's the most. I mean, and when the worst case scenario, it's a pocket knife. It's not illegal. Now, it did violate school policy because he didn't supposed to have it on campus, but he would have never used it that way if he was never approached by those dudes. But yeah, I
Oh,
do think it was sort of some like defective defense attorney or something like that.
Which city were they in again? I know it was Texas. Was it? Y'all remember the city? Not that it's that important,
Fresco,
but
like some shit like that.
all
Fresco
right.
or something.
Okay, so not a big city. Got you. All
Yeah.
right. So those. All right. So the justice system is corrupt. That's from SG. Grandman. Yeah, they showed a pic of Jeff Metcalf with the judge. Systemic oppression is heavy with this case. That's what it seemed like. What up, DV? What's good, UAN TV? Ali C. Dad went in line about how they picked the jurors. G Main, Jeff, goofy ass talking about watermelon felon. SG saying what up to Grand Main. Grand Main saying what up to SG. DV Puma. This nigga, there he go with that. DV, what's good? Solo and Taj. Hey, we good. We blessed. We back on the podcast. Thanks to Jamie. Shout out to Fonzo for letting me use the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Hope the audio sound better than the raggedy ass iPhone I got. Taj, what made you get a haircut? If y'all don't mind, I'm not flexing. I'm not flossing. I went to this event where they had a brother who charged $150 for a haircut. And he blessed me with one for just a tip. And I was like, bro, I'm your mannequin for the day. Cut, and he cut it low. You know, I told him whatever you see, whatever haircut you think look good on me, do your thing. And it just happened earlier today. Shout out, it's called The Line LA, and that brother name is Woody. It's a barber in LA named Woody. Master barber. This brother charged like $150 per cut. Jamie, well, I ain't gonna put Jamie business out there, but reminded me of the barber you rock with on Sunset Strip. But yeah, that's it for now, y'all.
Okay, so what else? I lost my thought really quickly. But you
All right,
said so. Yeah. I want to
uh-huh.
go to this dude real quick. He said the video showed that he wasn't being jumped. I don't know. I saw a video where they were chasing the dude. So we must be looking at different videos, dude.
That
But
was, I
I'm
think
pretty
that's
sure.
the video of the after he ran from the tent. And so what we see is we see a video of Karmerlo going, and we see them like walking up to the thing, approach you, and then you see a whole bunch of movement,
Mhm.
a whole bunch of movement, people arms going up. Then you
Yeah.
then you see Karmerlo run from the back of the tent and then run, and then you see them chasing after him.
That sounds like self-defense to me. He was running with the
If
tool. He
he's
stopped.
fleeing and you're chasing him, he's
No,
trying
he
to
didn't.
avoid the conflict, right?
Yeah.
No, he did it. No, when he was under the tent, he's sitting under the tent. The boys approach him. You see
Uh-huh.
movement in the video. In the
Right.
movement, that's when the stabbing happened. Right?
Uh-huh.
Then you
Oh,
see him running behind it. So they're chasing after him.
okay. That changes things. I'm not gonna lie.
It
Yeah.
does. It
So
does.
the self defense claim becomes when Camilla was sitting down and all of those boys surrounded him, and you see the scuffling. Now, the argument that you're making, Jamie, about him falling on him, I think that's valid. But the issue with Camilo is that he ain't got no witnesses willing to testify to that, because that seems plausible that Camilo never got up until you see him running out of the back of the tent. So he's sitting there. They approach him. You see the scuffle, and then you see him run out. Now, this is what they're saying happened: is that Austin lunged at from the bottom of the steps. Carmelo sitting down. He lunged at Carmelo, and
Mm.
that's when you get the allegation that he fell on a knife. Now they're trying to make it seem like Carmelo pulled out the knife and launched at him with his arm to stab him in the knife. That's not what happened. Austin was beneath him, standing up, and he was sitting down, and Austin lunged at him, and that's how he got poked. See, they don't want to tell you that, because
Mm-hmm.
that will indicate that Carmelo is innocent, and that's a valid self-defense claim. But the United States government does not want to give Black people the mindset that these laws are equal for you,
Facts. Come on,
for
Solo.
unaliving white T people.
Let's
Absolutely
go,
not.
Solo.
You're never gonna get away with unaliving a white T person. We don't give a damn if we have to frame you. We
Straight
will
up.
do it.
And they have.
And I'm done.
So you couldn't. Well, I was gonna use a basketball term, but well said, Solo. You in basketball terms, you slam dunk that point. I'm gonna tell y'all like an OG told me. The stand your ground law is, as Solo just said, is not for us. Whenever it was put on the books, it was for them who are afraid of us to justify them unaliving us. A triple OG told me that before, when the stand your ground law was first put on the books. This is before God, bless the soul and rest the soul of Trayvon Martin and all the other martyrs we lost. They was like, don't think we can get away with the stand your ground law. They put that on the book so they can get rid of us and get off in the process. And Solo, you just made that same point. That's it.
And YT America has been like coming to Black America saying, hey, let's come together, this, that, and the other. We got to fight the elite. But, they want us divided, because that's how you divide and conquer. But I would
Uh-huh.
say YT people showed us exactly who they are by this case, because they don't care that, Carmelo may be innocent or rightfully defending himself, because you took this precious, precious life, this precious, precious YT life, this precious, precious life. I don't give a damn what he was doing. You don't get to unalive him as a Black man. That's what they
Uh-huh.
showing us.
Yeah. And proving that it sound like a case of stand your ground. If y'all saying a group of those guys approached Anthony, Karmerlo Anthony, right? My bad, y'all.
Yeah.
It sounds like self-defense to me, and I'd rather you stand your ground. That's what stand your ground is for. You don't have to, in the case of fight, or if you don't have to take flight to stand your ground. And I'm sure Texas is a stand your ground state. I rest my case
Absolutely.
there.
And I just want to add this one little fact. And then under Texas law, it's something called the multiple assailants doctrine, which essentially says that if you reasonably believe that a group of people are about to physically assault you or cause bodily harm, that you can escalate the defense. So I don't have to just fight you. That ain't what the law tells me that I got to do. They say that I can attack you if I think that you guys are about to jump me. And that's what you see in the video, but they don't want to talk about that because they had already made in their mind that he was going down for this. That's why I hope that he do, like, maybe it was a show that he's going to get out on appeal. But if they upheld this appeal, then it's deeply embedded. Because Tory Lane's in there, still in jail. And we know that that conviction was
Bullshit.
BS. So I don't deny their ability to work through this system and keep him in jail for this. But and then, okay, I'm gonna just show because we ain't got long.
Okay, so shout out to our grandman with $10 super. He says, "Stand your ground only works when we kill each other." Yeah, that is when it's actually looked at seriously, unfortunately. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. Like I said, got limited time today, so we're gonna go ahead and move to the next one, and then we're gonna talk about this black boycotting, which is kind of in the same realm of this one because of situations like this, right? So typically for us in the community, we like to boycott certain things when unfair treatment is done to our people, right? So just like similar to this, this standing your ground thing that we're talking about. It was an Asian store owner or something. Somebody give me the name. I'm sure somebody knows. It was this Asian guy that shot this black 14-year-old kid in the back, and he was taken to trial and was said not guilty. This motherfucker shot him in the back while he was fleeing. I don't know how the fuck he got out. So, as we know, a lot of black people took it into their own hands and said, we're going to boycott every Asian businesses because of this situation, right? Well, a lot of black people said it, not all. And it actually it's crazy. It was some Asians came out, couple of whites was talking shit. They were saying, we ain't worried about y'all boycott because y'all don't own shit. You can't do nothing. You need us. That motherfuckers really was saying shit like that. So we're going to chop it up for a little minute about, does the black boycott really matter?
Hell yeah. And do y'all hear that static through this line?
No, you good.
It just stopped. Okay. Hell yeah. To me, without going blow for blow, toe for toe, body for body, our financial boycott is our strongest weapon. I'm open for disagreements. But we spend $2 trillion from Black Friday to Thanksgiving. I got to start with Black Friday, but I can't say from Thanksgiving to Black Friday. That's just 2 days. Y'all know Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. So from Black Friday to Thanksgiving, that's a whole year.
You getting choppy now.
Consumers, let me say in the world. I was going to say in the nation.
You starting to get choppy.
Static is, I thought it was my fault. Did you hear static?
Yeah, you starting to get choppy now. So, but yeah, he was able to get off. I honestly, I don't really know the case too strongly. I would assume they agreed it was self-defense. How? I have no fucking idea. Like, that's crazy how you can get off under any circumstances as self-defense when the kid is fleeing and he hasn't show any form of violence towards you. I don't care if he did steal something. And in my opinion, I mean, not in my opinion, if I'm familiar with this, if memory serves me right, they said they searched him before he left the store and he didn't have anything. So how did he get off as self-defense? For all the people that love to, just talk down on black folks and say, white folks, one of y'all favorite moves is usual suspect. So usual suspect, y'all are able to get off, Asians and whites, on some bullshit. And I'm just curious of anybody that got knowledge of this, how the fuck did this man get off?
Because he killed one of us. That Asian store owner chased nephew down the distance of a football field. That's more than 100 yards. That chase to
it's still doing it. Are you connected to the Wi-Fi?
I think you know what? No, I'm
Connect
not.
to the Wi-Fi. They'll probably fix that issue.
All right, Fonzo, let me come out so Fonzo can put it on Wi-Fi. Give me a second.
So, but yeah, Solo, what you got on it though?
So another case, because it's especially when we're the victims, I really can't keep up with it because I always know that there is never going to be fair for us. So with the child case, apparently they wanted to say it's a whole bunch of BS. It's a whole bunch of BS with this case because now he walks in the store apparently, and they made him put his bag down at the door. You know how they do? They put the bag down because they, we steal. So put the bag down. He walking around the store, blah blah blah, and apparently he just takes off running, and they follow him, and then shoots him in the back, I guess. But I see. I don't really know. But all I really know about the case is that the dude was running away. The baby was running away, and that they did not know he had a weapon when they shot him. They didn't find out he had a weapon until they searched his backpack after they had shot him already. So what YT people have argued is that, oh, he was trying to rob them. How he was trying to rob them when they made him drop his backpack off at the door. So he didn't even have that on him, right? So so I don't know how he sort of got away with it, but if you remember, it's a case just like this in California where the 14-year-old girl went in there for some orange juice and the Korean lady unalived her, and I think she got probation or some shit. You remember that?
I'm actually not familiar with that.
Yes. I think Tupac wrote a song about her or mentioned her in the song. I feel like for some reason I associate her with Tupac, but I think her name was Lakeisha or Letitia or something like that.
Oh,
That's LA case. Tupac did do a song about her.
okay. Okay, you talking about Natasha? Got you. Okay, I do. Yeah, he talked about that on Hellraiser and everything. Okay, got you. Okay, so got you. Well, even if he was trying to rob him, that shit doesn't even matter, to be honest with you. Because if he's running, you can't shoot him.
Right. 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 But check this out. See, this is why I say it's the system. Because now they wasn't in Florida, Texas, so the law is different. But they charged him with first-degree murder. That means a premeditated murder, right? So the jury had to figure out whether or not he planned to kill him and then unalived him, right? They could say, yes, you did unalive him, but you never planned for it, so I can't find you guilty on that charge, right? So apparently I'm acquitting you of that charge because they can't prove premeditation. You see that? That's how you get acquitted.
Okay, so hold on. TK, you said, I don't think the black boycott will matter. They will boycott Chinese restaurants, but still buy beauty supplies from them and buy out TikTok shops. That other case was murder too. Okay, so look, I can agree with you to a degree with that, but I have seen a lot of cases where a lot of them are trying to boycott the salons as well. Like a lot of them was looking for black on, nail techs and stuff like that to stop buying from them. So could you agree that it will matter if everyone collectively decided to do it? Because what the Chinese dude that I'm talking about, I believe it's Chinese. If not, he's some kind of Asian. Was saying is that it wouldn't matter. And then this other racist white dude was like, "We don't own anything, so we ain't gotta own nothing.
We spend the
It
most,
don't
right?
matter."
We ain't got to own nothing. We spend the most. Keep going. How
Yeah,
much
because
ownership
like
do you need to spend $2 trillion from Black Friday
you
to
can
Thanksgiving?
own if you own two Walmarts and 90% of what you earn comes from my people, and I don't own no Walmart. You still need me, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck how many you own.
Y'all got to let me use my Southern University psychology major. That's reverse psychology. Our strongest, if we don't want to go to civil war, which I don't recommend, our strongest weapon. TK, much love for you. I hope you enjoy in sunny South Florida. I disagree with you on that. Our strongest, it worked in the 60s, it'll work now. Money is the white man's God. Quote our brother Malcolm X, who said that in the 60s. No, Muhammad Ali said that. Y'all need me to say it again? All right. So TK, a financial TK, you said it wouldn't work. It worked against Target, and it's still working with them trying to get Jay-Z to put the Reasonable Doubt album on the shelf. Well, it's already on the shelves, and we still not going. But what they're saying is, well, it not only black people buy Jay-Z music. So they're like, hey, even if the niggas don't come back to Target to buy my first album, everybody else will. That's what it says to me. That's my read between the lines. But to TK, how do you explain our financial boycott against Target not working? Because it did work, going on 2-3 years. I'm done.
So also let me give the reminder because I see that everyone currently on here is no, couple people just came in on Blackjack Chronicles. But if you enjoy content like this, because this is not my primary type of content I do on the UAN TV channel. So if you are watching on the UAN TV channel, subscribe to Blackjack Chronicles. I have it up here at the top, the name of it, so that you can continue to see content like this. Shout out to DeMarcus. He said, I got a question. What make y'all think that Puma, not the Michael/Branford character? The context clues are there. He mentioned it last night. He's his misery, unemployed, and hate watch shows. So I'll tell you how I know DeMarcus that it's not him. I mean, first and foremost, Michael surfaced way before Puma even existed on this channel. Way before. Like Michael first came to this channel probably August or September of last year. Puma didn't get here until maybe February of this year. So there's no way you're going to tell me that they're the same person. Then on top of that, Puma doesn't know much about the show at all. Michael did. So no. And I see Ricky, your little ass getting off down there in them comments. You see, we've been annoying your ass, but that boy get off.
I just want to say, nice try, DeMarcus. That was a good try.
Even Ali C, wow, Ali C, and you know we 95% in agreement. Even Ali C say I'm iffy on boycotts. Ali C, it ain't nothing wrong with a disagreement. I'm not, baby. Y'all, what you got,
Go
Solo?
ahead. Go ahead. My
No,
bad. My
that's
bad.
it.
My bad.
You good?
Oh, I just was gonna say I'm not necessarily disagreeing with the boycott. I just think that okay, that to me it's sort of like a passive sort of move for us. Like it's not something that we are like intentionally building with the money that we're boycotting from. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so you're not gonna get your nails done every 2 weeks. You're not gonna buy the lashes and all of that. So how are we gonna use those funds to sort of benefit us, right?
By going to, so if y'all don't mind me speaking from example, I go to Fixins down DTLA. I go to Chef Maryland's on on Malcolm X Way, which is the new name for Crenshaw Boulevard. I go to my girl Breakfast with Millie in Baldwin Village, right behind the Baldwin Hills Mall. Y'all go check her out. Delicious breakfast, and she got a great attitude, personality. That's 3, right? If I go to Roscoe's Historic on Sunset and Gower. That's 4, right? I'm on. I won't do the whole week because I rest on Saturdays, but that's 4. Okay, I'm straining already. I need 2 more black-owned restaurants. Y'all see where I'm going with this, though, right? It's possible. I'm doing it already. So, like TK said, I used to go to King and Obama Boulevard, right there off of La Brea. It's an Asian buffet, and I no longer go there. So I had to replace that Asian buffet. Yeah, we're gonna spend a few extra dollars, but hey, it's about love right now. It's about black love. We're gonna make the sacrifice or not.
And I do think it's beneficial. I think that we should stop empowering other nations with our money. Like whether, like, it's, to me, we spend too much money on it. I'll just be honest.
Right.
Like,
Way too much. And then we make
way too
excuses
much money
for it
on
while
it.
we do it.
No, we spend too much money. Like black women getting their nails and buying weaving shit.
Uh-huh.
Like, we spend too much money on that.
Way too much. $1 billion industry.
And we don't own no part of that. Like,
But
but if
they
you
make
tell me that we have like a port and we're shipping, whatever kind of shea butter we got, and we shipping that to China, shipping that to like, if you was talking about we own this industry, then I have no problem supporting it. But this money going to other people. No, so it's a no go for me. So I'll support it. And as much as possible. I mean, as much as possible. I'm not saying like don't go to Walmart, don't go to Trader Joe's. That's where you get your food from. But like, do a little research and see, is it other ways to get your food, other restaurants that you could go to. Like, it's just intentional. But I mean, what's wrong with that?
Now the grocery stores are tougher than the restaurants. You got to solo because we don't have that many black owned or operated. For me, it don't always have to be black owned. If it's black operated, which means you walk in that establishment and you see us operating the establishment, that's good enough for me. It might not be for other black Americans, but if I walk in and see my people, how's the static? Is the static still there?
it's better, but
All right, damn.
TK, I think you being disingenuous because, like, I don't understand what would be your problem and why you would think it was important for you to mock even a small population of black people that said that they're gonna boycott another nation for specific needs. Like, if black women say that we're not gonna go get our nails done from the Asian people anymore, why would that be something that you would want to mock? You would say, hey, that's not, I mean, that only sounds like a great idea for us. Why would that be something that you want to sort of laugh at?
Let me respond to Ali C real quick. Ali C, you just heard me mention certain restaurants, right? I went in one black restaurant, and I'm not gonna lie to you, the attitude was so bad. I say, damn, when the attitude nasty, you know the food is good. But but it took me back because I'm like, boy, I gotta re-prepare to deal with. And this is not a one size fit all statement for all black owned or operated restaurants. But in my initiative to support black owned or operated restaurants, I walked in a black restaurant. Of course, I won't say the name because if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. That's how I was raised. And I was reminded, like, yeah, but I came up with a phrase. When the attitude nasty, you know the food is good. Go ahead. That's it.
You know, I think it's environmental too. Like I feel like I went in black restaurants and got good service and got bad service, but like every time I go in Walmart, they think I'm stealing. I still fucking go. I still gotta go. So you know, if I get bad service from YT restaurants, Mexican restaurants, I get like so. I don't
B-
know.
Before we move off this segment, though, what's the alternative if the financial boycotts don't work? If the money boycotts don't work, what's the alternative? I'm all
No, no,
for.
the people who are fighting the boycott don't have another alternative. They don't have anything else to offer, so they're just gonna laugh at whatever progress these few people are trying to make. They don't have other options.
Real quick, y'all. DV, I greatly appreciate you. If y'all don't mind, I would like to have a moment of silence for Mother Khadija Farrakhan, who was married to Prime Minister Farrakhan for 72 years.
That's a long time.
Now, thanks, Jamie. We can have our differences about how you think or feel about a person, but thanks for reacting to that, Jamie. That part, if y'all can't honor anything else, Mother Khadija Farrakhan was married to Prime Minister Farrakhan for 72 years. May her soul, may her soul transition peacefully, because life goes on. Thanks for that reminder, DV.
Yeah.
90 years, right on, LEC. She was 90 years old and was married to Prime Minister Farrakhan for 72 years. I can't emphasize that enough.
I don't think I know any marriage that long.
Same here. I'm with you.
Yeah, I saw that earlier and I said, wow, that was such a
Yeah.
beautiful marriage. And then I
Yes.
just think so it's just so beautiful to for some two people to be in love that long and just be able to create, you
Now
know,
that's
create
one
something.
thing. I'm sorry, my bad. I don't mean to cut you out, Solo. But I was just gonna say that's one thing that I can say that I do admire from the nation. There, it seems like when it comes to relationships, they keep things together. Like you don't really see you. Have you ever seen a Muslim couple in the public?
Nope.
Never seen it, right?
Nope. No, we haven't. And you won't see it because the women, they have a class called GCC, General Civilization Class, where they teach our sisters. These ain't just any women. These are Black American women who are taught and trained how to keep house. Everybody, Jamie, when we went to the temple, Mars that Sunday, one of the brothers stepped to me afterwards, like, bro, it seemed like you know everything. How come you ain't joined the ranks? I say, brother, I have my doctrine differences, but I love the nation. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Judah Hebrew Israelite. That resonates in my soul. But I love the Nation of Islam. I don't care how many cancellations come my way. You know what I mean? So, but back to your point, Jamie, the women, so they have MGT, which stands for Muslim Girl Training, where they train their daughters how to respect their boyfriends to husbands. And a lot of our Black American women don't have that training and schooling. And because the Nation of Islam has the Muslim component attached to it, a lot of our Black American women might not subscribe to understand. Jamie, you made a powerful point, and thanks for making that. I've never seen it, bro. I've been following the nation since my middle school years. That's way back in the 90s. I've never seen a sister and a brother that was romantically together having an argument in public.
And I
Thanks for
love that
pointing that
about
out.
them. I love that. And shout out to Reese B because you are super on point with that. Shout out to DeMarcus for making us transition that way because it's perfect timing to go to the next segment because I just talked about how we've never seen it, when it comes to the nation. And now we're going to talk about, the disrespect that we do see here among us. Like, I actually got a video I want to share with it and we can just react to it, probably spend maybe 10 minutes on there and then move to the next one.
Disrespecting men and we don't know. We do things like talk over him, not listen, or something simple like you tell him to do a task, you go behind him and finish it as if, and what you're saying is you didn't do it good enough. We may cut him off when he's speaking or not value his hobbies. It's certain things that we do that it's not disrespect is not always loud and cursing. A lot of times we as females think I wasn't disrespectful, but being disrespectful can be silent. And I think that we forget above anything, a man needs respect. And if you don't know, and sometimes let me say this, sometimes respect is subjective because what one man feels is disrespectful, another man may not. So it's very important, ladies, ask your man what makes you feel the most respected. Ask your man, not someone else. Don't ask your homegirl. Ask your man what makes him feel the most respected. But if I'm just going to put it under a general umbrella, those are the things. You don't talk over him. You don't correct him in front of people. You want to build him up. You want to, encourage him and pour into him. You want to treat him with the king treatment. A lot of times I think that we are disrespecting men and we don't know.
Okay, so that's pretty much what she had to say. Now, I must say pretty much everything she said, I do agree with. But what I want to do is, Solo, I would love, since you're the only woman that's on the panel right now, what are some things that you can share with us brothers that we may do that's disrespectful and we may not know it?
I don't know.
That's a good answer. Hey, we'll
I
take that.
don't know.
All right, next person. That's okay. Thanks, Solo. we'll take that as an answer. And Solo is an educated, intelligent Black American woman. So if she don't know,
The fact that she's struggling, we must not do that much of it.
Let me think, because I don't take shit. Because I don't take shit. I'm cutting you off.
Damn. Well, you didn't have an instinct answer. You didn't have an instinct answer, which says a lot.
Oh no, because I am not taking it. Your ass will get left in the grass. I don't know. To me, see, I think I don't know. I would say, I don't know. I have
Thanks,
no
Solo.
Solo. I have no idea.
Hey, maybe next Sunday, Solo. Maybe, hey,
I ain't taking
and we get that, but we appreciate your answer. At least I do. We means me and whoever agreed. Thanks for that
What's
answer.
the question again? What do
No.
that could be disrespectful?
She's trying to think of something.
She's trying to find it. She needs some time to think.
Because
Solo, you gave the most honest answer you can give.
Listen, because I think the caveat to the question was that y'all don't know. I think majority of the shit y'all do that's disrespectful, y'all fully know. Y'all fully aware of, like, cheating, being financially abusive. Like, you guys know that shit. So that ain't something you don't know, So you know that.
I get you. So look, we both sides are disrespectful to each other and know it. That's not what we're talking about. Like, I would think a woman know when she call you a bitch ass nigga. She knows that's disrespectful. We don't have to talk about that. She knows that. The things that this woman here is saying is the things that she's pointing out that women are unaware of.
See, I don't. The only thing I could say is like putting other women before her. Like, so for example, if she says, hey, I don't like that you do that with her, so I would prefer you not to do it. If you keep doing it, or you be like, well, no, you just being insecure, and we just friends. That's probably disrespectful. And maybe you looking at it like I wouldn't fuck with her to save my life, but I don't know. I don't take shit.
That's something. At least that's something. So I could see a situation where a man could maybe be doing a little too much with another woman, and he may not see it that way. But to his woman, she like, yeah, y'all damn near looking like a couple. That ain't cool. So that's something. But like this sister just said, it's talking over, because that's another one that women do a lot that they don't consider disrespectful, and it is. When a man is talking, you don't keep over talking him. Like, Let him get his point out, and then if you got something to say afterwards, cool, do that. Because this is the thing. This is how you can know it's disrespectful. If two men are talking and we're having a conversation, and one of them keep over talking the other nigga, and especially if he starts to get aggressive with it, we might throw hands.
Yeah.
See,
Wow.
so that should let you know there that it's disrespectful, because if you was a man, he wouldn't take it that way, you know, but he's letting you get away with it because you're a woman.
Right.
And another one that she pointed out, and I see this done a lot. I know some relatives of mine that do it. You openly say something to your man, like say you correct him, like, you know, you ain't good at that. Why would you even try to do that? Don't say shit like that in public where everybody else can see where he's weak at. You should never supposed to put a point in a man where he looks weak. You're supposed to make your man look like he's the strongest thing in there. Even if he ain't, you need to make it seem like it. And then maybe when you get home, you let him know, hey, you didn't do that right. You know, you need to straighten up on that. That'll be okay, because the house is where you run shit to a degree. He run the house, but you know, to a degree, you have say so there. But when y'all in public, he need to look strong and like he knows what the hell he's doing. Because if you don't feel like he does, why the fuck you with him anyway? Right?
Right. Just a quick heads up, Jamie. You know, we got to head out around 6. It's clock out time around. So Mo Fonzo, if y'all can hear me, you know, let's get ready. But back to the show. My bad.
6. It's 5:48.
I actually thought it was 6:30 because I would have went to the other one quicker. But
Sunset Strip for 7. And then we got to hit the Superman booth. Well, I got to hit, Fonzo, you probably got to hit the Superman booth too. Mo, you good to go. But yeah, so we need time to hit the Superman booth for fashion, just in case y'all don't know what the Superman booth is. The switch outfits. So we kind of need that.
so, cool. So I'm gonna go really quickly. I'm gonna move to that last topic because I want to get your take on that, Taj. With this.
All right.
So I'm gonna jump to that one really fast.
Yeah, DV, we checking out for the BET Awards. Clocking out, not checking out, clocking out. Go ahead. Okay.
I'm gonna still be here. What I'm doing for it is a little later, so it don't. It's not gonna affect me. I probably got another hour, or hour and a half. But let's see. I think I put it out here, right? Is it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right, so this is I want to share a video really fast. This is pertaining to a certain group of Black Americans doing slavery, because you know they love to paint the picture that during slavery time the white man was just running shit. They were abusing us, raping our women in front of our faces, and we were just totally helpless. And another group of white people were just looking at him like, this is wrong. We're going to fight for y'all and free us from it. That's not the fucking case. The real truth is we got fed up with it and we started murdering them at a very high rate, to the point that they came up with a solution that, hey, if we don't do something about this, they're going to overthrow us. So they came up with a new scheme to be able to control this. So just like we have Democrats and Republicans now, same goal, different ways of looking at it. It's the same shit back then. Don't get fooled like the North gave so much a fuck about it. They didn't. It's just they knew something had to be done about this. So they had their way of thinking of it, and the South had their way of thinking of it. The South was like, we don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. These bitches about to stay, these Negroes about to stay in slavery. And the North was like, no, you need to free them, put them in mental slavery. But anyways, let's share this video really fast.
That long before the Civil War, a hidden black army fought the United States and won. This is the untold story of the Gullah Wars. In the vast salt marshes and barrier islands along the coasts of South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida, a unique black-descended culture took shape, the Gullah Geechee people. Their story is not just about mere survival. It's about uncompromising resistance. Descended largely from enslaved Africans brought to the South from the rice-growing regions of West Africa, their isolation allowed them to preserve much of their African culture, a vibrant heritage that still thrives today in their language, crafts, food, and songs. Some refused to live under bondage and escaped into the wild, to the deep marshes, isolated barrier islands, and the then independent Spanish Florida. Here, they formed independent maroon communities, creating sovereign settlements of the free. The Gullah Wars were a series of rebellions, escapes, and alliances between enslaved blacks, free blacks, and Native Americans. It was a continuous, generational struggle for liberation. This was a war that stretched across decades, deliberately hidden in the shadows of American history. One of the most dramatic events was the Battle of the Negro Fort on the Apalachicola River in Florida. During the War of 1812, the fort became a powerful refuge for escaped slaves and free black freedom fighters. The United States viewed this sovereign black presence as an existential threat to slavery. In 1816, U.S. forces attacked it, killing hundreds. Even American military officers at the time admitted that this was not a simple skirmish, but a war led and fought by black freedom fighters. Even earlier, in 1739, the Stono Rebellion in South Carolina saw Gullah-speaking blacks rise up in one of the largest slave uprisings in the colonies. These acts of resistance, from South Carolina to Florida, are all part of what became known as the Gullah Wars, a continuous struggle for liberation that spanned generations. While mainstream history often credits the Civil War with ending slavery, the truth is that these earlier wars of black resistance helped to profoundly weaken the institution long before emancipation. The relentless, organized fight of the Gullah and their allies drained U.S. military and financial resources for decades. This was a total war against the plantation system. The Gullah Wars remind us that freedom was never given, it was taken. They fought in the dark swamps, under the moonlight, guided by the land and their determination to live free. The next time you hear about American freedom, remember the Gullah. Their courage helped shape it. This is the Black Vault, uncovering the hidden wars, forgotten heroes, and untold black history they tried to erase. Subscribe and keep the truth alive. What if I told you that long before the Civil War?
Okay, so that's the video. Basically, like what I was putting out there, you know, they want to play, they painted the picture, not no one. They motherfucker was successful at this. At painting the picture that they were the reason for us being free. But the actuality is, remember, I said this before on this podcast, that it was hundreds, if not thousands, of Nat Turners. They tell you about Nat Turner, but it was a lot of them. Nat Turner, it was a lot of them going through there just erasing the slave masters and shit like that. And the emancipation was just the finesse that they came up with. Like, hey, we're trying to come up with our ways of enslaving them, but look, this is how we can get it done. Tell the black people that we're pro them and you're fighting for freedom. And that's how they were able to successfully finesse us again. They keep doing this shit. We keep falling for it. Today it's better known as the Democratic Party. Only difference is the Republicans, it's like, hey, niggers, we don't give a damn about you and what you're gonna do about it. But if you do find a way to be successful, hey, whatever, we know most of y'all probably aren't. But hey, we don't care as long as we get ours. And then the Democrats is Negroes, we're gonna keep our foot on your neck. But hey, we're gonna make sure y'all have enough to survive so that you think you need us. That's the only difference. Anybody else got something they want to add to this?
Yeah, the Democratic Club ain't playing our music no more. The Republic Club ain't either. We need to go to the Justice for All party. It's a small club, but if y'all familiar with party promotions, sometimes that's all it takes. And club promoters know this very well. They find a new spot. And yes, I'm using analogies, but I think y'all understand where I'm going with this. The Democratic Club ain't playing our music no more. The Republic Club ain't playing Black American music no more either. So neither one of those parties is for us, but there's another club across town called Justice for All, and we could all go there where they are playing our music. It's for us, by us, FUBU, and we could build from there. You're absolutely right, Jamie. Both parties are attacking us from a liberal and a conservative standpoint. You know what I mean? And when you make that point about the mental slavery, when that when that black man who's on the conservative Republican side said slavery is over. And so I'm paraphrasing his statement. Solo Jamie, y'all might recall what he said, but my thoughts and my typed words on X and other platforms, I was like, my response was physical slavery is over. And to the point you just made, Jamie, mental slavery is still going. We're the only human race group that's practicing self-destruction in the world. We're 13%, according to the US Census, in the United States. 7% women, 7%, 6% men. So, and we're practicing self. No other human race group in the world does it. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. You got tribes in Africa that go at each other. They have tribal wars against different tribes, but you don't have one tribe damn near perfecting self-destruction. So that's the mental slavery aspect of it. We're still in mental slavery. A lot of us are free slaves. We off the chain physically, but not mentally.
Cool. Solo.
Um, I don't remember what the topic is.
You high?
She was so.
She gotta be high as fuck over there.
What's the video? Hold on, I forgot the video.
But basically, it was speaking on the war of a lot of the black people that fought and
Oh
defeated.
yeah, we was fighting
Gotcha.
them. Oh, we didn't see. I think that's like that's the tale they want to tell us is that we just laid down and let it happen. No, we fought them and fought them over again, and we kept fighting them. Even in Africa, when they colonized Africa, like a lot of them nations started like fighting back once they realized that they were under attack. So like we fought back. I um I feel like I'm learning more about American history and like what was going on back in the times because um I feel like this FBA Foundational Black American thing is taking over TikTok, and so I'm learning
Mhm.
more and more about like us as Black Americans actually. So it's a lot of history that they just don't teach us outright that we got to go search for.
Right. Okay, so got another one, and this one is going to be touching on why relationships don't last too long. Give me a second on that. And comment section, y'all feel free to let me know what y'all think of that. In favorites.
Like one thing I learned on TikTok, I don't know how true it is, but I mean it does make sense. I just never thought about it. Was that like they say that Black Americans, like who the Black Americans population is today, is actually a mixture of Black people who were here and the ones that came on the slave trade. We both were enslaved together, and then we produce collectively who is Black America. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, that's what I always been saying that I believe it is.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard on TikTok, and I mean, I'm sure it was Black people in America before Christopher Columbus
Remember,
came.
I told you from a biblical standpoint that if you go and look at the Apocrypha and go to Second Esdras, it tells you when the kingdom of Israel was first divided and they were basically chased out of Israel, the northern kingdom they traveled over to what we know as North America, and the southern kingdom traveled over to Africa. So some of them were already there. Some of them were brought over through slavery. We're all the same people still. That's what folks are getting confused. We're still all the same people. It's just different tribes. So some of us who are already here, some of us who were brought over from where we ran to. Still the same people.
Are y'all in the chat checking each other?
Yeah, they are. It's fucking crazy.
Y'all are funny.
I probably got an airdrop, which is crazy.
So yes, I am. You know this world is just. I see. I thought that. See, initially when Trump started this WAR with Iran, I thought that it was the end of the world, and I was like, oh, okay, so I can just kind of like stop tripping because this shit is about to be over with anyway. And then they got a peace deal, and I was like, fuck, damn, they finna figure this shit out, right? Now they back at war, and I'm like, damn, are we really about to go? Is this shit about to be over or not? Like, damn, how much more y'all gonna make us suffer?
You know what's crazy? I know we talked about this before, and I'm still thinking about it. Man, I might just find me a country. I just don't. I'll be thinking about leaving my family, but I don't did it before. Hell, I came all the way to California,
That's what I
but
say. I say I come to Memphis probably like once or twice a year. I probably could facilitate that, and I can be in another country. I say it ain't no different from me being in Phoenix versus me being in Ghana.
kind of right. So I'm like, bro, find me a nice place. They got good, good, healthy, real food, good people. The currency, if the dollars that I'm making is 9 times their currency, and go there and just live like a goddamn king and not worry about none of this bullshit. I'm just saying, bro, because I already got a platform that I can earn consistent money, and not and be earning USD in another country.
And be living like a king. Fresh fruit. Your food is gonna be fresh. Your water gonna be fresh. You gonna stay in a nice apartment. Like people that be moving to like Thailand and Vietnam, they rent be like $500, including electricity and shit.
Like a 32. Yeah, probably another maybe another hour. All right, Solo, you have a great trip. Till next
You
time, Solo.
you too. Have a good BET experience.
But yeah, so I got the video though. My bad for the wait, y'all. So this is a brother sharing basically the reason, his opinion, why relationships don't last in here in America no more. I think I might agree with the brother, but let's see what y'all say. Where is it? You would think I'm high right now with some of the shit I'm doing right now. I swear to God, if y'all knew. All right, so it's up there now, right? Yeah. Yeah, we up there. Cool.
The reason why most relationships only last 30 minutes nowadays is because it's all built on sexual gratification. The media promotes an ideology that a man's masculinity is tied to his money. And that's why men flash money and do band for bands, because they're all programmed bots. And then the media programs women with the ideology of being a thought and getting rich off tricks. This creates a generation of men who hate women, because women obsess over their own individual needs. They want their hair done, nails done, BBL done, and they think that if you can't provide that, you don't deserve love. So men and women are all programmed bots because their ideology and thinking isn't their own. Men see no value in women and only want to crack buns, and women see no value in men and only want their money, not knowing that they're both participating in the divide and conquer system because your beliefs aren't your own. You clocking T's, you got that on TikTok. You thinking that a man being a trick is a masculine man? TikTok told you that. You got that on TikTok. That's not your own thinking. All those beliefs are pushed by Satanists who benefit from a distracted, undisciplined society. Their job is to keep men and women divided so that their system can come in and conquer. And that's why your relationships only last in 30 minutes. Because you're trying to build connections off of one night stands. You can't build anything with somebody if you don't have a mental connection first, because a mental connection has longevity. Some guys like pizza, but they don't want it every night. Same thing with fornication. It's going to get old after a while. They never taught you in school that God created woman first, then he created man. Man is a mutation of the woman. So we were only made to protect the woman, but they don't want to listen to us. And the reason why is because the average man can see better than he can think. So women lower themselves because they realize they don't really need to be feminine to get a man to spend money on them. One is not supposed to be better than the other. We're not supposed to conquer one another. We're supposed to work together like Michael Jordan and Pippen to get this chip. In order for us to get the championship, we gotta work together. But we'd rather be separated and hate each other. And that's why they'd rather go chill with the zesty man more. Because real men ain't real no more. Men have no magnetic energy. At least the Mookie man know who he is. Have no magnetic energy no more because they're looking for everything outside of themselves for happiness. And then you getting mad when they don't listen to you. You got to understand, women were never taught accountability. So don't raise your voice and yell and scream with them. You say what you got to say. And if she don't listen, she's not meant to be in your life anyway, bro. She's a bot, bro. You got to let that go. So think for yourself and stop being a bot. Start following the IES filter. Only follow people who inspire you, educate you, and support you. Stop following brain rot, because in 2027, they're going to start implementing where it's illegal to think for yourself. So think for yourself now while it's still legal to.
That last part was crazy. Oh shit, my bad. Oh shit. I keep forgetting to stop doing that. Even though I don't have nothing that matters that y'all see, but I gotta stop doing that. You never know. Anyways, though. What is happening in the chat? How the hell DeMarcus Sterling is there?
You said what?
No, I was reading something they said in the chat. Relationships don't last because social media create the illusion that the grass is always greener on the other side. People are now chasing followers and fame rather than loyalty and devotion. I can agree with that 1000%. That's a huge part of why it's getting there. Absolutely. But what did you think about the overall video? What he said?
Um, I mean, I guess you guys could say that it's people out there in the world that like lives on social media, like that's their lives and all of that. But I think that it's hard for me to determine, right? It's hard for me to say or agree that me as a woman that I cannot identify an Instagram thought, just like it's men who I refuse to believe they cannot identify an Instagram thought. Like if
Mm.
I can identify an Instagram little thought, you can identify a man that's an Instagram thought as well. So like if you are dating these people and you see your first you see their page is very shallow based on what your priorities are. See, I think the issue is that a lot of these people who have the same mindset, they're trying to merge and they're having issues merging. I think people who like live in real life, I don't think they are having problems meeting genuine people and all of that, because I think that they see the BS in the beginning, very early on, whether this person is driven by fame, followers, likes, and things. Like you can see that early. So I guess I don't really feel bad for people when they have terrible experiences with dating, because I feel like the signs are always there.
Mm.
But if you're driven by fame, if you're driven by followers, if you're driven by materialistic things, you're going to be willing to deal with the drama, the toxicity of that relationship in order to get what it is you need. So if you're willing to sacrifice that for the likes and the clicks, then who am I to interrupt?
Uh, yeah, I can see. I'm gonna try to talk about myself a little bit. We got to kind of. I do think we quick to settle to a degree, and you could disagree with this, but I think more so. I think men settle way more than women settle. That's my opinion. But you could see that she really looked like she only motivated by, you know, money, what he can bring to her and stuff like that. She's not gonna really improve my life. But, she kind of cute. She already let me smash. She already got half of what I'm okay with settling down with. So I'll just deal with the other extra bullshit that she got going on. Because believe it or not, in 2026, that's majority. I'm sorry. And I would say a vast majority. So in order to weed them out, you gotta just be so focused on what it is that you're trying to accomplish that you don't even notice them. Kind of like what the women doing, but I think the women are doing it to a fault, to a degree, because the niggas that ain't got nothing, they ignore them anyways. They don't exist to them. The only problem I say with that is that certain low value women are not certain, a lot of low value women are doing that as well. And you don't understand that, hey, you can't be doing that shit. You ain't got much value your damn self. So you can't be reaching for the damn sky and your ass already on the ground your damn self. But what's up with you though, Detroit? Everybody's morals and values are different. the key to being in a successful relationship is finding someone who wants and believes the same thing. Physical attraction and money aren't enough anymore. Yeah. And I'm starting to see it more and more. That's why I said more than once on this podcast that the nines and the tens look good. Obviously, it's pleasing. But when it comes to settling down, bruh, you probably want to avoid them. Solo. So, what do you think of the men right now? As far as like, do you see a lot in you personally? Do you see a lot of men that you possibly could see of value, or do you think it's very limited?
See, it's hard for me to be a judge of that because I'm not really out on the scene, sort of, you know, out there with people in my peer group. So I'm not really like at participating in those type of events. You know what I mean? Where I would find people that is similar to me that I would engage with romantically. So I'm not sure. I think if I was to broaden my sort of market, like if I was to get online, like get on dating apps or like go to more like networking events or maybe even brunches and things like that, that I would like run into more men. Um, but see, it's hard for me to say that because I don't put myself in those positions to sort of wean through the men.
Hmm. And if any women are in the chat right now, what are your thoughts on this? Not sure who's here and who's not right now. It's gotten pretty thin. And we'll talk about that while I get ready to pull up Dusty, Dusty, Elon Musk and his Neuralink bullshit.
I don't know nothing about Elon Musk and this Neuralink stuff.
Cool. Then we can inform you a little bit. It's crazy because I don't know if this was it's AI has gotten so freaking crazy that it's so hard for you to see if certain stuff is AI or not. But I believe this one possibly was real. Is this dude, he put the chip in his brain and he was talking about how he don't feel it, he feels perfectly fine and it helps him do certain shit. And I'm trying to find a short clip, that I can play that can kind of describe what it does. But I know they were advertising it that it's gonna make you like almost have as if superhuman like abilities. And in my opinion, we already had the ability to do stuff like that. The problem is we forgot it throughout time. And now, because how I always looked at stuff is that it's a pros and a cons to everything, it's a negative and a positive, and pretty much everything God created, the devil's gonna make an alternate version of it. So this would be the alternative. Like we already had the natural ability to be able to do these things, but he's gonna give you his electronic version. And it's crazy. I was rewatching The Matrix. I didn't finish it because I got distracted with other things. But my point of bringing this up is in The Matrix, they talking about a lot of stuff similar to this. And Solo, I know you said you never seen The Matrix. I tried to get your ass to watch it, but you didn't want to. It's all good. Anyway, though, here's a little quick quick video of what this little clown is doing.
Elon Musk announcing that for the first time, his company Neuralink has implanted a brain chip in a human. Musk saying the person is recovering well. Initial results show promising neuron spike detection. Neuralink's goal is to help paralysis patients communicate by connecting their brain to a computer.
The device is designed to interpret your neural activity so you can operate a computer or a smartphone by simply thinking.
People paralyzed from stroke, from traumatic brain injury, or a spinal cord injury could see the benefits.
This would be a major game changer if it were to be proven to be safe and effective.
The FDA approved Neuralink for human tests last May after years of testing on animals.
Here's one electrode on one thread that when we stimulate causes a flexion movement of the leg.
The company demonstrated the ability of its implants to stimulate movement.
As you can see, Pager is amazingly good at mind pong,
allowing a monkey to play a video game.
And what better reward for a monkey than a banana?
Musk says the first human users will be people who've lost the use of their limbs. But speaking about the long term, he said, imagine if Stephen Hawking could communicate faster than a speed typist or auctioneer. That is the goal.
I really do think that in my lifetime as a physician, I'll be able to use this type of technology to help my patients, and I cannot wait for that day to come.
Neuralink's engineers aren't the only ones turning science fiction into reality. Researchers elsewhere helped this man, paralyzed in an accident, walk again thanks to implants in his brain and spine. And in August, this woman who had lost her voice to paralysis was able to have a conversation with her husband again thanks to a mind-controlled avatar.
Do not make me laugh.
Experts warn much more testing and research is needed before any kind of widespread use of these devices.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking.
Yeah, that's a quick little video of it, kind of explaining what this Neuralink chip is about. And it's crazy. It's, you mentioned Mark of the Beast, Ollie. This girl is loud as fuck outside my door. Girl, shut your ass up. But anyways, like she right outside my damn door. What the fuck she doing? Come on, girl. I don't give a fuck with BT or not. But anyways, a lot of people are looking at it. That one, and also, I'm not sure. I'll say this. I'm not sure if Elon Musk Neuralink chip will turn out to be this mark of the beast or whatever. It could. But the thing is that Rusty Crusty Bill Gates has one as well. And no one is talking about his. Bill Gates stay doing shit under the cover and don't nobody be talking about it. And I would think the ones that, kind of that's going under the radar might be the ones you really need to look at. But
You
hey,
Elon Musk put a chip in your brain?
Girl, you already know the fucking answer to that. Stop playing. Elon, get his fucking ass out of my face.
You don't get out of my face. Go get the YT people to do it.
But you know what's crazy? Piggybacking off the brother that the video we watched prior to this one. Remember, he said in 2027 they're going to take away people's rights to think on your own. So according to, if you are a believer of Revelation, one of the things that this so-called Antichrist is going to do is try to force you to take this thing. Or it's going to basically be hell on earth for you. And you could be killed. Now, could it happen? How close are we to that? I don't know. I know when I typed into ChatGPT, it was crazy. I did this shit a while ago. Last year, I asked ChatGPT, hey, what year is the Antichrist coming? That motherfucker said 2032. I said, damn, that's close. So, I mean, I don't know. Didn't they say Bill Gates controls water supply? So yeah, to a degree, he's looking glass. Because AI, one of the things you need for AI is they need a large amount of water for the people that don't know that. So that's the reason why his little glass is controlling that. And then of course, they putting out fake food, fake fruits, fake veggies. But then it's some other new bullshit that they did. They starting to put out mosquitoes that's carrying. What the fuck were they carrying? Like, bro, these bros are wicked. But anyways, though, like I told you, I'm not gonna be on here too long on today's chat. I gotta get in contact with some people to figure out what's going on. But if anyone else got any last remarks they want to add to this, go ahead and share it.
Elon Musk got me messed up. He wouldn't dare. If they tell us tomorrow that all U.S. citizens got 3 months to put this chip in their head, I'm moving. Right?
I mean, I
I'm
would
moving.
too.
I'm taking all my money. I want it in cash, and I'm putting it in somebody else's bank account and by the United States. I
Oh
would even
shit!
argue, like, apparently the reason why they're building all these AI data centers is because they're about to put us all under complete surveillance. Like, they're about to look at every one of our moves, like every part of our normal day-to-day lives are about to be under surveillance. So that is a little scary because apparently, I don't know how conspiracy theorists this is, that we about to go to WAR with AI. So so I'm moving. You guys better start picking out what
Terminator.
countries
I told you.
y'all start.
Didn't I tell you the
Y'all better
Terminator is
start
getting ready to
picking out
come?
what countries y'all moving to.
Right. I told you. I've been so looking. So what
I'm
countries
going
you looking at? I know you talking about.
Ghana.
I already know.
You already know. I'm going to Ghana now. If it comes to dire, I will swim to Jamaica. But I know if I have time, I'm going to Ghana. I ain't gonna play with it.
So you right now you're still trying to build up to be able to make it. So I would guess Ghana costs more than Jamaica.
Now Jamaica, I think Jamaica costs more than Ghana.
Okay, so why would you say if it becomes dire you would go to Jamaica?
Cause Jamaica is closer.
Right, it's
It's
closer.
easier to go to. Cause I could just walk in with my U.S. passport. With Ghana, I gotta like get a visa. It sort of has to be a little bit more planned. But if I go to Jamaica, then that's easy. I can just walk in.
See, that's something that's on my bucket list. Maybe before this end, yeah, I'm gonna start hitting these countries to
It
figure
would
out.
be nice to have you a little apartment there, like an Airbnb. I think they're like 60K in Ghana right now. Like they can give you this one bedroom. Like you probably can go to Kenya and get one for like 50.
That's
Like
for
this
the
one
year though,
bedroom
right?
apartment. No, I'm just saying like 50,000. You can own that damn apartment.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if you trying to rent an apartment in Ghana, like depending on where you at, it probably like if you try to go get some luxury shit that like being you live in now, you probably gonna spend like $1,000, $1,500 to live there. But if you try to get something a little bit more affordable, like a little bit outside of the main city, you probably can find something for like $600, $500 a month.
It's not bad.
Hell no. And if you go to Thailand, them motherfuckers living in sky rises
So look,
in five for
I'm
$500.
glad you mentioned that. That's what I was about to bring up. So it's this content creator that I follow, and he went there for a few months, and he was telling me it's amazing out there. Well, not me particularly. It's not like I had a conversation with him, but you know, he was telling the viewers that it was amazing. It's way cheaper. The people are way more respectful. The women are, you know, way more submissive and stuff like that. Just throwing some perks he was saying about being there. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll visit there. But how black is Thailand? It's not
It's
too
not
black.
black at all. It's Asian.
Right. Right.
That's why I want to go to Ghana, because it's a black country
Yeah.
and
But
it's
yeah, that's
cheaper.
one I was looking at that
But
I was thinking
Thailand
about
is
visiting. So
Thailand is
Ghana, is
nice.
they real nice? They respectful and nice people there, or they
In
only
Ghana,
doing it because you got money?
they all gonna smell the US dollar on your ass as soon as you say something. They gonna smell the US dollar on you because
But do you think it's like authentic, or you think they only doing that because
of
they?
money.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of both. Like, it's a different culture in Africa for sure. Like, you know, it's a different culture. I think a lot of it's real, but they are like a lot of entrepreneurs. So I do have to be nice to you, because I want you to buy something, right? So I mean, but I think they're genuine. I mean, they ain't no. If you go to Europe, they being nice to you in the club because they want you to buy liquor, they want you to buy drinks, they want you to come in here and spend money. If you go to the China, Tokyo, Japan, we gonna be nice to you because we want you to spend your money here, just like everybody else. I mean, ain't no damn different. Them Asian people be nice to us because they want our fucking money, not because they just love black people. Please, yeah,
Right.
that's not the truth.
Support. What do you mean? You said you really that? What are you talking about? Yeah, Thailand. I did hear about them damn earthquakes. I really
think they
believe
just
what? Believe what? What are we talking about? But the WAR on AI that you spoke of, where you hear that at?
From that Asian dude called
The professor?
that dude,
Okay.
yep.
Okay. Yeah, I believe they're doing it with the AI brain chip. Hell yeah. I know they doing that. Elon was talking about it. Speaking of, I don't spoke Elon up on my damn Instagram. As soon as I open it, his crusty ass go over
You
there
already
taking.
know.
You said what?
I say you already know.
Taking
Elon,
pictures of
what you think about that
Nicki
damn
Minaj.
scam he running with that damn space
I'm
shit?
glad you brought that up. I meant to ask you that. I meant to ask you that shit because I know you got some stocks, right?
Yeah, I ain't putting my damn retirement in that motherfucker in that damn pyramid scheme Elon Musk is running.
So it was like, if you have anything in that space S bullshit and stuff, pull
Hell
out
no.
immediately.
Elon Musk got me fucked up. I ain't that damn
So he
stupid.
is sucking motherfuckers dry right now.
Mm-hmm.
Takari,
Then
matter of
he
fact,
gonna
if you
sell
still in
it.
here, I
He
need to
gonna
talk.
sell it. He gonna sell it. Tell my son, I'm letting the consumers buy the stocks first because they have always supported me. Please. That's because you want them to spend top dollar. Then you finna sink the value of that damn thing. And
Yep,
all them
get
people
all
about to lose all their money.
and this little punk ass already a trillionaire.
But you saw they lost that battle. They lost it after his stock went down.
Okay, so what is he at now? I know he's pissed. Let me look it up.
I think he went back down to a billionaire or some shit like that. Who cares?
Whoop the
Who
do.
cares? His motherfucking ass. He killed me. You would think he would do something with that damn wealth.
Yeah, not this bitch ass back down to 946 billion. You bitch.
I know, right?
That shit is crazy.
They was I be watching my my independent news, they was on there calling Bezos. They was like, Bezos, you're looking kind of like a broke boy compared to Elon Musk.
Yeah, that's correct.
He said, you looking kind of
Definitely
like a
say
broke
that
boy.
though, because he got what 300 billion.
Like that.
That is crazy. Let me look
Give
at
me
him.
100 million. You ain't gonna see me.
Right. He got
Damn.
224 billion.
I don't know. See, these people, I think they fall in love with power because there's no way I'm gonna have that type of money and I'm gonna be out there talking about, I don't know. He ain't gonna see me. I'm gonna be somewhere on my 100 acres in Jamaica, some damn where overlooking the ocean or some shit. I want a resort on the ocean in Jamaica. Straight colonization.
What if we had the opportunity to take over America?
What we gonna do with the white people?
Wherever we see, please with their ass, I guess. Tell their ass to go back to Europe like they've
I
been
was
telling
just
them.
about to say, I say take their ass back, ship their ass back to Europe. Oh, we go back to Europe. That's what I would say. Go back to Europe. Or at the very least, I would divide the country. Put black people on one side and YT people. I will put YT people on the West Coast and I will put black people on the East Coast and the South. I give us that side of America. Y'all can have the other. And then we live separately in harmony.
Right. All right, good people. Though I think I'm about to go ready to go ahead and cut this thing off. Like I told you, we ain't gonna go too long today, but good to be back. Appreciate everybody stop through. Any final remarks? Probably got some more power content I'm about to make too.
No, I don't have any final remarks.
All right, well, it's good to hear from you, Solo. Yeah, hey, yo, I ain't spoke to her since like a month. I feel like it's been like a month, ain't it?
Well, your ass had some shit going on.
Yeah, I know.
Don't try to blame me.
I know. I was just saying in general. I wasn't saying it's your fault.
Oh, you missed me. That's what you're saying. Is that what he's saying, Chad?
Nah, I wasn't saying that. I was just saying. I was just saying, you know, I ain't spoke to you.
Is that what he's saying? He missed me, Chad. See, he be trying to act tough in front of Taj. Now I'm just playing.
Why would I act tough in front of him? That don't make no sense.
See, look, Grandma said, yup.
This nigga lying.
I don't know why you be trying to fight it. I know. I ain't gonna lie. I miss talking about it because I be on TikTok. And TikTok, it's new people every time. And then it ain't fun when somebody is just not well read. I'll say that, informed on the topic.
This nigga lying. But anyway.
What happened?
Nothing. I'm just staying with this nigga's over here lying about.
Who are you talking about?
Talking about grandma.
Oh. That's exactly what he's saying. I know it. Grandma. I already know. He just don't know how to say it. He just gonna say, I ain't talked to you in a long time. But he really meant I miss you.
I think actually what I think is happening right now is that's her way of saying what she feels.
Nice try, Jamie.
See,
Nice try.
you
Nice
see,
try. Nice try. SG said, we all know it's Jay and Solo forever.
right?
Who told you that?
Exactly. I don't know.
Yeah, funny.
Damn, it's a hyena, right?
What?
No, I was looking at a video of this hyena traveling in the city.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. Reverse psychology.
Green man, whose side you on?
She over there acting like
I'm confused.
she expressing what she really feel by saying that's what I feel.
Green man, whose side you on?
The truth.
I'm so confused.
Damn. Hey, real quick. Hey, Grandma, is it true that that this probably fake? This gotta be fake news. Gotta be. Oh no, he lying. He still lying.
Oh, yeah, Green man. Yeah. You saw how he tried to flip that shit on me? He tried it.
All right, though. I'm go ahead, try to go get me something to eat and see what I'm gonna get into.
All right, bye.
BET Awards right across the street from me too. I can go over there and see what's going on over there.
At least go get you something to eat. Damn.
But all right, y'all, we'll talk to you.
All right, peace out.